Okay, I'm going to talk about the most important thing that you need to know to play guitar, to be professional, and it's something you can work on and get down. And it's not anything that's too abstract or require a lifetime of work. You should be able to get this down pretty quickly if you do the work, and that is learn every note on your fretboard. It pays such great dividends when you know all the notes on your neck. If you're reading music and you know the notes there, you can find them quickly. If someone's telling you play an A note, you can play an A note. When you're trying to figure out what a chord is, you can look at it and go A, C, E, A, and know what notes you're playing at the very least. And then you can, the next step will be after you learn notes, or as you're learning the notes, is to learn chord theory and chord harmony. But so, what's the best way to learn your fretboard? Well, for one thing, if you don't know anything, this is the beginnings. You just learn the open strings. And what I've used in the past with students is just the simple acronym: Eat at Denny's, Get Bad Eggs. Okay, so it's EADGBE. So, if you start there and learn that, okay, and learn one other little item, and that is it's the musical alphabet is A B C D E F G, stops there. But learn that between E and F you have a half step, and between B and C is a half step. Okay, and everything else is going to be a whole step. Now by half step we mean 1 fret. 0 to 1 is a 1 fret. Okay, and then by whole step we mean 2 frets. So F to G is a whole step. So E, F, that's one of our half steps. And G, and then whole step to A. A to B is a whole step. B to C is a half step. Okay. C to D is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. And there's our octave. Okay. So those are all the notes on the E string. You probably know those from doing power chords. Those are pretty easy to learn, and I would start there anyway. If you didn't know the notes at all, I would start on the bottom 2 strings, because that'll really help you with playing rock and power chords and stuff. But don't stop there. Learn all 6 strings. In fact, if you learn the bottom string, you've learned the top string. It's the same string. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Also the flats and sharps. Flat goes down a fret, gets lower, and sharp gets higher. So this is F, and this would be F sharp. This is G, and this is G flat. Okay? So you can do this on all the strings. So you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and you have D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, G, A, B, C, D. And what I would do is I would just kind of go up and down each string slowly and go through the musical alphabet. Just remember, if you're going from B to C, you can just go up 1 fret. If you're going from E to F, you just go up 1 fret. Everything else, A to B, C to D, D to E, F to G, G to A, those are all whole steps. So you go up 2 frets. Simple as that. All right. A little easier to see on a piano because it's all white keys, the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You'll notice on a piano that between B and C there's no black key. Between E and F there's no black key, because those are half steps. All right. So the F sharp or G flat would be the equivalent of the black key on a piano. The A flat or the G sharp here would be the equivalent of the black key on the piano. All right. Now, how do you learn this? Well, here's what I did, and I did this when I was pretty young because I really wanted to learn the fretboard. I wrote on little pieces of paper all the notes, all the possible notes. So, for example, A sharp, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D flat. Ultimately, when you write them all out like that, and you don't need to worry about C sharp, C flat, or B sharp. You don't need to worry about those. But basically, all the keys like on the piano: A, C, C sharp, D flat, D sharp, E flat. All those, write them all out. You'll have 17 total. That's it. Just 17 notes total. 12 notes total, but 17 names for those 12 notes. So, and so what I did was I wrote them out on pieces of paper. But you could write them out on little note cards like this. Okay. I just did a few here so you can kind of see. There's A. And then you have A sharp. And then, like I said, you also write out B flat. Even though they're the same note, you write them out. And there's B and C, for example. Okay. You would go all the way to G sharp. Now, and A flat. You mix them all up. Say you've got 17 cards, you mix them all up, and you just start pulling them out randomly. Okay, and the first one I've got here is A sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find an A sharp on every fret. I'm sorry, on every string, starting with the lowest string. And I'm going to go here, and then I could go up here, but let's keep it all within the first to the 12th fret. So there's an A sharp here at the 6th fret of the 6th string, 1st fret of the 5th string, then 8th fret of the 4th string, and then 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and then 11th fret of the 2nd string, and 6th fret of the 1st string, just like the bottom string, okay? So that's A sharp. So initially you'll probably do something like this. If you're just beginning on this, you'll go, okay, this is E string, A sharp, okay. E, F, G, A sharp, okay, A sharp. All right, A sharp, okay, that was easy. All right, so you'll go through it that way, okay? I'm acting like you, the beginner, would be, okay. Initially, that's how it is. Eventually, you'll be able to just go like this. You'll be able to just find them right away, okay? And that makes, now I know there's an A sharp on the top of this chord, whatever that chord is. That chord's F sharp. All right. All right, next one. I'm going to pull out the next one. What is it? Randomly, B flat, the same exact note. Okay, well, that may happen every now and then. That's okay. You got to think of it as B flat as, whoops, there we go, I messed up. Okay, so there's that. And you would, let's say, for example, in the B string, you'd go B, oh, B flat, I can't go down there. So I have to go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, B flat. Okay? All right, next one, B. We're going up to the next note, B. Okay, so there's B, here's B, here's B, here's B. I used the 12th fret. Notice that? I didn't use open string. Let's not use any open strings when we're doing this. 12th fret and then 7th fret here. Okay, that's all of them. And then of course, oh, we got A. You noticed I used the 12th fret. You can go back down if you want. That would be good. You can go both directions. Okay, and the last one will be C. In case you thought I was lying. And don't slide in like that. That's cheating. Okay? All right, now. So, if you do that every day, just with the stack, that's 17 notes to find on 6 strings. You within a month, you should probably have all the notes down. And I may have to review it once a week or so. Shouldn't be, the first few times you do it, first week or so, it may take you a while if you haven't done this at all. If you haven't done this work, a lot of guys know the notes in the first 5 frets, so that'll get you started. And so that means all you really have to learn is the next 7 frets or so. Okay, so I hope this helps. This is the most important thing you can learn, and we'll talk more about chord harmony and things like that in the future. And primarily, this is the most important thing you can learn for the electric guitar. It's great to know for the acoustic guitar, don't get me wrong, but if you could only be working on one thing with acoustic, I would probably say work on chord strumming patterns or strumming patterns. And so we're going to do that soon. I'm going to start working through a whole lot of strumming grooves for the acoustic guitar. All right, God bless you guys. Talk to you soon.